Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and now we're venturing into the Dark World. We were technically in the Dark World for a brief, 5 seconds in a few parts ago. There's a piece of heart, and the way you get it is you have to jump down this specific ledge. That's the way you get that. Very easy to get, but also very easy to miss. Palace of the Four Swords. This is a bonus dungeon added in the new, for the port of this game. It was not in the original Super NES release, and it has some, it's a nice little bonus dungeon, but you do need to play through the Four Sword Adventure in order to do that. And in order to play through the Four Sword Adventure, well, you need a partner, you need a friend, you need someone who's not that guy, because those guys are not my friends. If you pull this statue, nothing happens, but if you pull this one, money happens. So that's always something. Yeah, let's just make our way to the Palace of Darkness. We need money to get there anyways, because we know money is the root of all evil, and we're going to the Palace of Darkness and Evil. But before we go there, let's go up and check out the potion shop, or at least what was the potion shop, and there's something else I can get this way. At least I think I can get it right now. Get out of here. I don't believe most of these shops will have anything new. Some of them will have, some of them will have small shields. They'll have more expensive red potions than the Light World has, or also they'll have bombs. Another thing we can find is in the where the Forest of Nothingness was in the Light World. If you go there in the Dark World, there'll be a shop that will sell you the magic shield. I don't remember what they charge for it, but we got ours for free, so the one they have is more expensive. So get the free one. Alright, and there is purpose for coming up this way. And purpose is we need to grab a bush and throw it into this pond. And that makes that little fish jump, and then this big fish jumps. And he looks silly. Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I will give this to you if you go away. That was nice. We got the Quake Medallion. It causes the ground to shake and defeats nearby enemies. Watch your magic meter. Speaking of medallions, I need to go back up to the top of Death Mountain to collect something, but it's nothing I need for the dungeon. It'll get us another medallion, so I'll do that eventually at some point. Maybe when we get a, spoiler alert, fast way to travel around the world. And I do mean faster than just the boots running all over the place, or the whirlpools that you can swim into. But enough of that, let's head to that level 1. Now, the Dark World dungeons I find to be, well, they are much more challenging. I mean, I don't think there's much of a debate on that. But I mean, they're also a bit more, should I say, I don't know if I want to say confusing, more open-ended in the paths that you can take through the dungeon going through. So it's a bit more kind of maze-like, as opposed to like the Tower of Hera, which was pretty much all straightforward. And actually, just to get to the Palace of Darkness, we need to go through quite a maze. This is not the Palace of Darkness. You are not the Palace of Darkness. I'm new here, yes. It will obey only the first person it touches. The man who last claimed the power of gold wished for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I came here out of greed for the golden power, and look what happened to me. That's just because you don't have a moon pearl, but that's your own fault. A person worthy of the golden power must defeat the man who created this place. Until that time, I am stuck in this bizarre shape. Or you could just get yourself a magic mirror like I have and go back to the light world. But hey, if you want to stay here bobbing your green afro mushroom head, you're welcome to do that. And apparently I'm welcome to use a bomb and find nothing that's important. So yes, this is not where we need to be. Where we do need to be is away from that guy. This seems like where we need to be. As a kid, I always got frustrated by this place because, well, obviously you can walk into these things and get stuck. Kind of hard to figure out where exactly you can and can't go. Apparently you can't go anywhere this way. So we want to come in through here and come in through here. I'm going to pretend that's what we need to do. Let's go down this way. And oh hey, we found a monkey too. I'm Kiki. Kiki loves rupees. He wants rupees. If you don't give him rupees, he will run away from you and then you have to go back and get him. Or if you take damage, he'll run away from you, and you'll have to go back and get him. Kiki. So that's why I didn't go blow all my money on bomb and rupee upgrades. But do not bomb Kiki. And then you have to spend, I believe it's 200 rupees to get him to open the palace for you. Or just 100. So you pay the monkey, then he'll hop up there and get the switch, and that's the only way you can get into the Palace of Darkness. Alright, so we've got evil greedy monkeys, level 1 dark palace. I'm going to go left first. As you can see, we have a variety of ways we can go, and that is a shielded enemy. And so you'll want to be mindful of him. You can't use your sword on the front of him because he's shielded. Ow. Those things are annoying. And I love this music. This is actually my favorite music in the game. And this is a theme we're going to hear many times. 7 times, to be exact. Because I just kind of spoiled how many dungeons there are. Although it might also be the same music in Ganon's Tower. Well, I'm going to be happy nonetheless. Well, let's go to the right side. I kind of like to go where all of the keys aren't. Before going to any place where you need keys. I find that makes it somewhat easier to get through the dungeon and find everything that you need to find without missing something and having to go back and be like, oh, I could have gotten this a long time ago, but instead I went and used the first key I could find, and at the first place I could find a key for. Is this floor bombable? No, it is bombable. Can I go down there? Well, I can, but there's nothing I want down there. And these guys, these kind of mimic... Ow. These kind of mimicky guys, they can be a pain to deal with. The green ones will die to the sword. The red one, not so much. So you need to use arrows on this guy. But the red one will also fire at us, which makes this kind of tricky. So basically you want to launch an arrow and just kind of guide him into it. You don't even need to face each other and try and do a standoff like I was originally trying to do. Just avoid all that and take him out as easy as you can. Don't hit those guys directly with your sword while they're electrifying themselves. The red ones, they will split into two. And we know what happens if we hit enemies that are electrified. They hurt us. That's not nice. Like that. And you can see we have these happy things that just scream, pound me into the ground because I'm annoying. And I want to do that. They want that to happen. We need bombs to happen. We have a map. That's useful. Well, since we got the map, yeah, you can see this place looks, even though there's only a first floor and a basement, it looks a lot more complex than anything we've faced so far. So we'll pick up a fairy, and since I have 3 bottles, we'll put another one in the bottle, just so I have something in the bottles. And if we come through here, we get another key. This refers back to my statement of try to go everywhere you can without needing keys before going to other areas, and what I am doing is very dangerous. I don't recommend you try that at all. And now we can push this block here and head back to where we were at. And he's back. And he's gone. That'll just open the door. But there's no need to go back out and then come back in when I can just do that. Turtles. We cannot hurt the turtles right now. We need power. We need the hammer. We need to bomb that. I don't know if this is the exact place that we want to start out by going to, but all the walls on that way are fake. Oh, I need to get down there, but again, there were other places I could go without getting the key, but we got the big key, which that's very useful. And I'm going to switch back to my boomerang just so I don't accidentally start using bombs. And strategy for this room, get the key. Smack those guys before they throw their heads at you, and they'll take off, and we'll just get out of here. Because we don't need any of that, and that takes us back to beginning again. So like I said, there's a lot of things in these dungeons that kind of loop around or warp you places, many different paths that you can take at any given point. You can see we had another door over on the left side that we could take as well. And we have all these fun guys. And I'm just going to abuse sword beams. Oh, hi, you want some too? Oh no, you're going to be inconvenient. Really? Okay. I know I gotta get hit to get up here and take care of you. But that's okay. I need a key to go that way. I don't think that way has a key. And this room, you want to hurry. Hey, get out of here. Because the floor will start collapsing on you. And then you have to kind of go out a couple rooms back and then come back in before the floor resets. It doesn't reset Ow. The floor doesn't reset. Stop that. I'm trying to commentate on the video and play reasonably well here, and find my way around this maze. The floor won't respawn if you just exit and re-enter right away, so you have to go like a couple rooms back or something. It's weird, it's not fun. It's one of the things that frustrated me about this dungeon as a kid. So did this room, because it's very mazy. And there's a couple important things in here to get. The first is the key, and the second is we need to bomb this wall in order to get to the big chest and get the magic hammer. We can now drive wooden stakes into the ground and pound other things. And it is a magical hammer. Observe how magical it is. Yep, that looks magical. Well, there's little stars that come out. At least those look like stars to me. When you use the hammer. Because apparently we're melding this with Kirby's Dream Land. But we got the hammer, and I'm going to find my way out of this maze. And then we'll break there, and we'll try to finish the Dark Palace in the next video.